Good morning and thanks for joining us on this Monday. I'm Vanessa Gomez. Welcome back. We begin Fastcast with breaking news. This is a live look at the scene. Police are investigating an accident. A spike in the number of Legionnaire's disease cases in Sioux Falls is causing some concern among officials. But what exactly is the disease and how do you prevent it? I spoke with Lieutenant Jeff Garden, who said that the driver was going at a high rate of speed when he hit that tree right there. You can see skid marks on it, went through the home. New this morning, Sioux Falls police officers are asking for your help locating a missing 32-year-old man. Now to continuing coverage of a wastewater issue at the Smithfield food plant in Sioux Falls. You're seeing that activity behind me. That is Summit and Rice Street. I just spoke with Metro about 15 minutes ago, who did confirm that one person was shot in this incident. I want to switch to the phone view here because we're underneath the car. Talk about exactly where these rodents go in and what exactly are they doing?
You might get some, especially when the car is warm. On this particular vehicle, this is covered all underneath here. They like to crawl up from the back and get up where it's warm.
Winter weather alert.
And I just want to leave you with this last look here because you can barely see here in Murdo. The driving conditions, non-existent. The reason why standing water can be so dangerous on the road is because it can be pretty shallow in one area, but it can get deep before you even realize it.
You never know what the dangers are underneath the water. Turn around and find a different way.
Kurt Tyson is the lead highway maintenance worker with the South Dakota Department of Transportation. He was letting just local traffic pass through on Highway 11 near 57th Street in Sioux Falls when it was blocked off earlier today.
The reason we close the road is for the public safety. We don't want them driving through the deep water. If the road is gone, we don't want them driving through and driving into a hole.
Highway 11 had road closed signs, but other places in our viewing area, the water itself just stopped cars. Some drivers not paying close attention. Some cities even collecting the water and pumping it to the main sewer to prevent flooding. People in Rock Rapids, Iowa are keeping an eye on the Rock River, hoping it doesn't crest.
I haven't seen my rain gauge this full ever, I don't believe.
There's a bridge underneath that water. Cars usually are able to roll over above the Rock River. Residents say about 2 to 3 feet of water cover it now.
Oh my goodness. It will go down in a couple days, but boy, we expected that it would be over. Not quite this much.
So many will play the waiting game to see what their crops look like or what the river will do in the coming days.
KSFY News reporter Vanessa Gomez breaks down the history of Lake Lorraine and how it got its name.
This is Hilda Lorraine, the jewel of the family.
Warren and Hilda Friesen grew up just miles apart on the west side of Sioux Falls. They met when they were 15 years old in 4-H and got married 10 years later. You made her wait that long?
No, she made me wait.
But as Warren has figured out in his life, some things are worth waiting for.
There's a process over time, but there always is a vision.
He knew he wanted to own a lake in his life because when he was younger, he got in trouble for fishing on someone's land.
That was in the back of my mind. Someday I'm going to have one. They can't kick me out of.
He bought the first parcel of land in 1975 and continued to buy what is now 130 acres at Lake Lorraine until 1991. The lake was gradually built over 20 years by his company, Friesen Construction.
A lot of people drove by there for years and didn't know there was any water there.
Warren's vision for the land started as a place for a private housing community. Then he changed it to condominiums around the lake and hired a developer to do just that in 2007.
Well, the economy kind of turned. So I said, well, we're not going to take a chance, so we shut it down.
The Friesen family took a chance in 2014 and partnered with Van Buskirk Companies to develop the land.
We're happy that we waited because this seems like the best fit for the property.
Sometimes it's hard to believe. And my father, he's 87 and this has been his dream.
And that dream has been fulfilled in an even bigger way.
It's fun to see. We knew it would be something special, and Hilda was something really special. So it's fitting that we used her name.
Hilda and Warren were married for 62 years before she passed away last spring.
She didn't like Hilda too well, but she liked Hilda Lorraine. And I did too. I loved her.
Now, Lake Lorraine will shine bright like the jewel it is to the Friesen family. Lori Esme is the superintendent of the Jones County Schools, and she has been the principal at the elementary school for 5 years now. She said in those 5 years, she's never had this many snow days, and it's affecting curriculum.
When you try to add a day on at the end of the school year, and Smarter Balance testing is completed then, so I think the teachers are just working harder at trying to get more done during the school day.
Esme says she errs on the side of caution with snow day announcements because the safety of the kids is her #1 priority.
It's a tough call. Are they disappointed to have a snow day? No.
They're more disappointed by the fact that they can't be outside. This isn't the kind of weather Junior Morgan Feddersen usually takes his clubs out in.
It's kind of hard to do good at a meet when you've only been to the course twice.
He was supposed to have a golf meet Friday, but it got moved up to Thursday.
It's a little bit frustrating that we can't get out to the course and practice every day like we want to, because obviously it's a lot different hitting balls in a gym, say here, besides hitting balls on a course.
It's the same situation for the track team.
Trying to have an actual practice in here where they're actually getting a good workout has been a challenge.
Ann Geisler says she and the head coach use the weight room for practices, but the kids haven't even had the chance to compete.
We've had one meet. All the meets have been canceled. It's frustrating. The kids are frustrated.
Very frustrating for the kids because they're running out of days to postpone these track meets. They were supposed to have one today and tomorrow. Both of those canceled.